great show, great crowd, great vibes. But the best part wasn't the music. The best part was the check presentation. Harvest Texarkana Regional Food Bank received $8,000. That works out with what they're able to do with bulk and everything. On 107.1, The Patriot.
Since I've started doing this.
Yeah, it's 5 years now. Well, 1 year, then you have to you've done more than 5.
No, it's just been 5. I know I try to do it twice a year.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's, yeah. All right, 7:24 in the morning. Good morning. We've got Terrence Washington with us, Texarkana Card Show. It's the Bandit Trading Card. How does all that work? You tell me. What's going on? Who's Terrence?
All right. My name is Terrence Washington. I grew up here in Texarkana. I went to Liberty Isle. And I just kind of got into the...
Is that video recording?
Yeah.
I'm going to come on. Hey, I'm just coming. Hey, good morning. Gotta go be on your video over there.
Right. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that, Jeff. I know you came out to the last show back in April, and we kind of did a little interview.
Oh my gosh, that's the one where the flood.
Yes.
The creek came out of the banks.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain that night before, and it just kind of washed down. But we ain't trying to have that this time. But the show kept going.
Yeah,
it didn't stop.
That's what, I gotta say that, Terry. The collectors we have here, let's say that they are so driven.
Yes.
I thought,
yes.
I don't know. I'm just making it dramatic sounding, but it was busy, and they were in there and they were having to squeeze you out because it was in the old cafeteria part. If you're not familiar with the Texarkana, Arkansas, the Terry Rogers
Recreation
I don't know what
Center.
they call it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
It's the old American Legion over there, but they've done so much work inside. But that creek came out of the bank over there, and so they were having to squeegee water out.
Yes.
People were walking around, squish, and buying cards.
Yes,
I was like, man, this is.
Yeah. I had to keep the show going because I had people coming from everywhere, and they was calling me the night before. Hey, are we still having the show? Because the rain was pouring down. I had no idea that it was going to be inside of the building.
Well, nobody did.
Yep. And once we got there, we just jumped right at it. I wasn't going to cancel the show. I just wanted to just keep it going, and all the vendors just came together, and we all just worked, and we kept it going so that we could have this that great show that we'd had.
Yeah, well, you know what? Before we even get into just asking questions and talking about the cards and trading and collecting. Go ahead and let's run down this weekend's event. What are the hours?
All right, this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to start on Friday, December the 5th, and we're going to do a trade night. Now, trade night just means that anybody can come.
Is it like a pre-show?
Yes, it's like the pre-show. You get there and you get to kind of make deals. You can set up at a table and just bring your stuff. And the cost for it is $10. Now, once you pay that $10, that'll get you into Saturday's show for free.
Right.
And kids are $2, and that's going to be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right. Then we'll get with Saturday, which Saturday is the main show, and it'll start at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's $5 for adults, free for veterans, and free for kids.
Okay. And we're talking about not just cards.
No.
When I went out there, there were, I guess cards is the heart of the show.
We're going to have
sporting.
Sports, trading cards, Pokemon, Magic cards.
Yeah, but there were comics.
Yeah, we're going to have comic books, all kind of memorabilia, whether it's helmets, baseballs, we'll have little dolls. Anything that's collectible, Jeff.
And that was the thing that stood out to me. I thought, I didn't realize when I went out there in person and got to go and visit, I didn't realize I'm expecting it to turn into like a Comic-Con thing. I mean, with the way you're growing this and so much more stuff with like you just said, the helmets and memorabilia and movie prop stuff that was there.
toys.
It's just a matter of time until the ninjas show up.
Yeah,
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 you know.
yep.
Uh, but no, let's see. Trade night, December 5th. That's it. Is that at 6? You said.
That'll start at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It gives my vendors, the ones that are coming from out of town, to get their stuff in the day before.
So is that night just for the vendors? Then?
No, that's open to the public also.
Okay.
That's open to the public, yes.
Okay, so somebody could come out and cast their,
Yes. If you're not going to be able to make it, or if you just wanted a head start on showing a few of your stuff with, maybe the less crowd, you can come out.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good to know. And then what are the hours on Saturday?
On Saturday, it's going to be 9 a.m. That's when the doors open. We'll be ready to rock and roll, and then we'll shut it down around about 3 p.m.
Okay. So 9 to about 3 p.m. What can folks expect there?
Okay. It is.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to take a break.
All right.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. I think I got about 30 seconds here. We'll do the news and take a break, and then we'll. Feliz Navidad. All right, Terrence. For folks who haven't been to one, what exactly is the Texarkana Card Show? Just give us the big picture.
All right. This is what makes the Texarkana Card Show kind of different from other card shows. I try to bring in a lot of different vendors from all over the 4 states, from Texas to Louisiana, Arkansas. I've made connections with those people. Also, I like to give back, and I do a lot of giveaways at my shows. Because I was that kid that really didn't have a lot of money to buy certain stuff. So I believe that if the kids come to the show, they should walk out with something. So that's what makes my card show a little different from everybody else's. A lot of free giveaways, a lot of drawings, and I just try to make it fun for everybody to be there.
Okay. How did you, personally, how did you get started collecting? Was it sports cards,
Yes,
Pokemon?
I started out collecting sports cards. Now that was back in
baseball or just all?
I was just collecting basketball. Basketball. I liked basketball, so I collected basketball. That was in the early 90s. And I did that all through high school. But
any big bucks these days from then that you got cheap?
Not really, because
I had gotten a Nolan Ryan after he got punched in the nose and he was bleeding, and he autographed it.
Oh man! Now that's probably that is worth something.
Oh no! I got a number of ex-wives. It didn't make it. It didn't make it, man. but it was valuable at one point.
Yeah. So what had happened was then I got into the real world. I went to the military and worked and had a family, and I forgot all about those cards. And then one day I just retired, and I was looking on the internet, and I don't know how it popped up on my algorithm, but it showed sports cards, and I looked at it, I think I had that card. And then they was like, man, it could be worth a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, so I called my mom. I said, hey, Mom, you remember those cards that I had? Do you still have them? And she's like, yeah, they're in the closet. So I went over to her house and got them. And I found those cards, but I didn't know what to do with them, because the hobby had just evolved so much. I didn't know where to take them. I didn't know where to sell them. I didn't know anything. Didn't know nothing. And so I started Googling, going on YouTube, trying to find how to get rid of these cards or find out if they were worth anything. And I end up running across, they say, hey, go to a card show. So I looked up all the local card shows or where were close to me, and at the time the closest one was Dallas. And so I went up there to Dallas to the card show. Didn't know anybody, didn't know nothing. I had the cards, and still nobody really told me, no, we don't want those, but they never explained to me why they didn't want them. And I will throw a little something in there. Back when I was collecting cards in the 90s, they only had maybe 2 card companies, which was probably Topps and maybe Fleer.
Right, it came with like gum, right?
Right, exactly. And they mass produce cards. So basically, the cards that I had, everybody had them, you know.
Okay.
So it didn't make them valuable because they just printed them and copied them like that. So what makes a card value, I'll throw this in there, is the rarer the card is. Like the least amount that they print, that's what makes it valuable.
Mhm.
And nowadays they put numbers on the cards. They make them different. If you pull this certain card, you'll get something. So that's what makes the cards more
And then
valuable.
the circumstances around it to get. Well, for instance, Nolan Ryan's nosebleed that's
Yes.
autographed. You know,
Yes.
it's been destroyed, so yours is worth a whole lot more money
Yes,
now, right?
exactly.
Okay.
Because it's got an autograph on. Not all cards are autographed.
So I do still have one that I had two. I have one that didn't get autographed, but it's rough, probably. So this Saturday,
Mhm.
December 6th, what can people expect when they walk in the door out there?
Hey, they're gonna expect to see a lot of different stuff. A lot of different stuff. Whether it's vintage cards, whether it's modern cards, whether it's Pokemon, whether it's all kind of memorabilia. What I tried to do a mixture of different stuff. Whether it's they call them figurines, toys like GI Joe, Transformers,
Action figures.
action figures. There
yeah,
we
but
go.
Get,
Action
get it
figures.
right.
There you go. Action figures. What I grew up on and stuff. You can find whatever you're looking for there. And if you have stuff like that at home,
Toys, you know, I mean, if you got an original
Yes.
Stretch Armstrong, you got some money right there.
you
right?
got some money. You got some money. Now you know you have to look at the condition that it's in. Now, don't you know?
Yeah, well, I'm no expert. I don't know, man. How many vendors or
I am gonna have
tables?
I'm gonna have 50 vendors and over 100 tables there, so it'll be a lot of stuff to look through.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
That's a big show.
Yes, sir.
And we can expect sports cards,
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Comic books,
You said memorabilia.
memorabilia. Yes.
What's the spread looking like as far as
Well,
of each? I mean, is there more
yes.
cards?
Well, there's gonna be more Pokemon because Pokemon is coming up on their 30th anniversary, so it is really hot right now. Now, when I grew up, I didn't know anything about Pokemon, but I've had to learn because, you know,
You're doing the shows.
you're just seeing so much of it. But it will be a lot of Pokemon, but it will be a lot of other stuff too, baseball and football cards there also.
Was it because of having to go to Dallas for? I mean, what made you decide to turn collecting into doing shows and community events?
Because I wanted to have something here for our community, Texarkana, because I've heard it was shows here in the past, but I never knew anything about it. I just wanted to make sure that Texarkana was well represented in the hobby community, and I kind of wanted to do something different than the other shows. I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to do a lot more giveaways. I wanted to make sure it was enjoyable for the vendors to come also. I wanted to make sure that if you were looking for a certain card to have buyers there, because that's a thing that you can't just have everybody selling. You got to have a little bit of both.
Well, is this a good? Will this show this weekend be a good one for beginners?
Yes,
or
yes.
more hardcore collectors?
No. It's real friendly. Everybody's there to kind of help everybody.
Ain't nobody out there trying to rip you off on your card.
No. I dealt with a lot of the vendors. I've met them at previous shows, and all of them are really excited to come to Texarkana because it's just a place where they can see different stuff. Because I know the people in Dallas. I love going to the Dallas Card Show.
You got Dallas, you got Little Rock,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good to have a place in the
Yes,
middle.
because you want to have a mixture of cards. Because if you're just staying in the one area, those cards are just circulating amongst each other. So you want to have some different collectibles or cards coming into your area where it's coming through.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What's the what's the hottest thing in the hobby right now? Is it football, cards, baseball,
As far as the sports part, football is always king.
Okay.
It's football is really hot almost year round. It may slow down a little bit in April or May, but it picks right up in June. And of course, like I said, Pokemon is just on fire.
Okay.
It's just on fire.
All right. I don't know much about the Pokemons.
They are doing releases every 2 weeks, and it's people
For real?
camping outside of the Game Stops and outside of the Walmarts and
Wow.
Targets. Yes, they are
Okay. For
camping out.
Pokemons.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes.
remember when they was like running around Spring Lake Park with their cell phones and catching
Yes,
them.
yes, that was the what was it? The Pokemon Go. Yes.
I don't know what it was.
Hmm.
What is a collectible card or item that you've seen recently that made you go, oh wow, that's legit?
Uh, any type of autograph card, any type of, they put numbers on cards now. So if it's numbered from 1 to 10 or 1 to 50, those are cards that you kind of look at as, hey, that, and it's hard to put a value on that.
Are there more people out there chasing those big hits?
Yes,
Looking
there
for
are.
the treasure.
Yes, they're
Or,
called.
or would you say there were more looking because of the nostalgia of it?
No, they're looking for the case hits.
It's still about the money.
Yes, because
Well, that came out wrong. You know what I mean?
right.
It's the
Because
value.
you can take the chance of
The
buying
value.
a $5 pack of cards and maybe pulling a $200 card out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, it's the chase of getting a case hit. Yes.
So not necessarily to run out and sell it right away, but just the fact of winning that, or not winning, but getting that
Yes.
value.
Yes.
So maybe half and half.
Yeah, because once they get it, some people keep it, some people, sell it. Yeah.
Right away they will.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's. I got some more questions, but let's real quick. Let me get a couple of these out of the way. It's 7:45 in the morning. Texarkana Talks